What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast,
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
and I'm Leroy. So today we got Week 7. The 4-2 Eagles are traveling to Minnesota to take on our old boy Carson Wentz and the Vikings at the U.S. Bank Stadium. The Eagles are a 2.5 favorite, and the over/under is 43.5. Philip, what's your thoughts on this game?
Is Carson Wentz playing? I thought he was hurt.
No, he's playing.
Okay.
No, you talking about the quarterback, Sam? No, Sam Donald's not the quarterback for the I think the rookie guy, right? Or the young guy that they drafted was the quarterback. He got hurt, and Carson Wentz has been playing for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I thought Carson Wentz got hurt too last week.
No,
He definitely got injured. He must have came back, but he definitely got injured.
mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, it's Carson Wentz. We know his the shit that he liked to do because he probably never is going to change. He did something. I can't remember what it was last week or the week before, where they was like it was a stupid play. He could have injured himself, and I think he did get hurt because he still take those risks. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think it should be a close game. I think we should win, but shit, I had us winning last week, so who knows?
Mm-hmm.
The two in the secondary, that's like our biggest weak link. Even though our offensive line is not opening up the holes and doing a good job protecting, that defense is horrible because these guys, man, they get their ass bust so much every game. Well, not every game, but like I want to say the last 2-3 games is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can step up on defense, it might help with the offense.
Well, I looked at Carson Wentz's game log. The first time he played on the 21st, he had 3 sacks. The 28th, he had 6 sacks against Pittsburgh, and last week he had 3 sacks. So that goes to tell you, as you just mentioned, that Carson Wentz is still doing the same thing. Nothing changing. Nothing changes. He's holding the football. So I would love to see some sacks. 3 sacks by the Eagles defense at least.
I
And
just
they say that the Vikings aren't good at rushing defense. So come on, run the football, please. Well, go ahead. What was you about to just mention?
no, I just got alert on my phone that Brandon Marshall's considered. I said Brandon Marshall. Brandon Graham is considering coming out of retirement. Did you see that?
No.
Okay.
He said this team is so bad I gotta jump in.
Well, we don't have really no veteran leadership. That's the problem with sports today. Like back in the day, you always had that veteran, even if he wasn't productive on the field. At least he would he's almost like another coach on the team
Right.
to keep those young guys in the plays, make stop telling them, doing a bonehead shit because a lot of players, younger players, they respond to veteran players better than they respond to coaches. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So if he can come out of retirement, I'm with it. He ain't got to play that much, but just his veteran leadership, on the sideline and in the locker room, and the little pointers that he can give these linebackers slash defensive ends, I think that will help out a lot.
Okay, so I just checked the stats on the Vikings, and we're in trouble because the Vikings are they're good at passing yards, defense, against other team, and they're like 24th in rushing, as I just mentioned. Watch, I guarantee you that they're going to throw the football. The Eagles going to start the game throwing the football against a good defense, right? Passing defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. Instead of running the football, because like I just told you, they not really all that good at rushing defense. They're going to start running the football. I mean, they're going to start passing the football. They're going to start the game passing the football.
Okay, so Carson Wentz is rehabbing his left non-throwing shoulder after taking a big hit during Week 5.
Hmm.
I knew it was something about him that came across it with an injury, but if it's his non-throwing arm, who cares? Like, let's just tear his ass up and knock him on that shit.
Yeah. Please, 3 sacks, Eagles defense. Please. And give us your final score.
Final score, I'm gonna say Eagles 27. Let me see, 27-20.
I have the Eagles 24-17. Yeah. Anything else you want to add on the game?
No, I got nothing.
Do you want to do your stats? What you hope to see? You hope to see Saquon with 80 yards?
Well, it's hard to get 80 yards when the line is not open holes. Like I said, and the play calling is so predictable. It's like hand the ball off, run up the middle, even if it ain't a hole, just fucking run into somebody's ass and go down. Like you got to get creative when it comes to stuff like that. Like if they're stopping the run and we can't open up holes in the middle, do some goddamn sweeps around the side or something. Pitch it off or something. It's got to be other ways you can get him the ball besides just hand off right up the middle when it ain't no hole. And I like to see him line up, do a couple of running back or receiver screens. You know what I mean? Line him up as a receiver. Just move him around where he's still a threat if he's in the game. And he also got to catch the damn ball. There's always a third down where he drops some shit. Like if you
Yes.
can't catch, that's what you need to work off, and during practice and shit. Because we lost the game for that shit last year. And then this year it was like one of those games, it was a big third down. It was right in his hands, and he took off before he caught it and he dropped it.
Hmm. Do you look at the YouTube clips of that Emmanuel Alcho show? What's it called? The Speakeasy?
Yeah, sometimes
Oh, did you see how he broke down the Eagles?
no.
Okay, well he said what you mentioned that the Eagles play calling is predictable. They do like four plays, and
Yeah.
I'm calling that as we mentioned that this is just them testing things out because there's nowhere in the world a Super Bowl team, a team that went to the Super Bowl is only doing four plays. And he said like this is like pretty much predictable. And he was like, look, he'll like break it down.
Right.
He broke it down. So I'm thinking that they haven't really opened up the playbook yet. It
Right.
can't
It's,
be.
it's, it's like it's like one quick slant and then either side, and then it's like one of these things where your receiver goes like 6 or 7 yards out and do a quick turnaround either side, and then you have the run straight up the middle. It's like you said, it's about 4 or 5 plays you can just call off your head that you see every game over and over.
Right. And he said that if you on defense, you can tell what the play is just by how they line up. Now, I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit that this is not the offense. They just like just testing things. Like, look, they probably break it down like, look, we can win this game. This game gonna be hard or whatever like that. They
Mm-hmm.
haven't opened it. They fully haven't opened up the playbook. Now, keep in mind they was 4-2 last year, and, and we was talking about getting rid of Nick Sirianni and they
Mm-hmm.
went to the Super Bowl. Now I'm not gonna say they're going to win the Super Bowl this year, but it's almost like the same thing going on, except they ran the football more. They ran the football more last year, but they were still 4-2.
I
But
think for Jalen Hurts to be at his peak and get the best out of our quarterback, we got to keep some consistency with the offensive coordinators. You know what I mean? Even
right,
if you got to pay these guys a lot of money, you got to pay them to keep them. Like when we had the guy last year, or a couple years ago when we had Frank Wright. Like all these, when you got an offensive coordinator that's doing a hell of a job, just pay him a lot of money. You don't see like the best quarterbacks in the game switching off defensive coordinators every year. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure they get jobs offered to them, but their team makes sure that they cool and comfortable with a nice fat fucking raise and they stay.
yeah. But
Like
Philip, you can't between being a coordinator and a head coach. Which one would you choose?
what I'm saying is a lot of top players, they don't switch out offensive coordinators every year.
Right.
So if you got your own young guy that you built from the grain, not like a veteran offensive coordinator, if you pay him some money, I'm thinking they would stay.
No, not for a head coaching job. They
They do
wouldn't.
it anyway.
No,
Some of them do it. They
and
say
they
it all the
making a big
time.
mistake.
They say it all the time when they say, "Well, this guy was offered a head coaching job, but he's coming back for other teams." It ain't no
And,
big mistake. Because if you're young, you still got time to become a head coach.
your
That's
dream
where
is
that's where some of that's where some of these offensive coordinators, when they finally get their job, they was like, "Oh, he was great." Even the Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator. Well, I don't know what happened to him. I think he went to college. Eric Bieniemy.
he went to
But
college.
okay, but some of these guys, like that the young head coaches in the league right now, they didn't just one year they was an offensive coordinator, then the next year they're a head coach. Some of them did that for a couple years before they become a head coach at the same team.
Yeah, but everybody ain't the same. Now, some dudes, their dream is to be a head coach. Now, you mean to tell me if a team is going to offer them a head coaching job, they're not going to take it? Because if they fail as a head coach, they can easily get a job as a coordinator in college or professional. So if I'm going to get a head coaching job, I'm gonna take it. Not that Rooney
Right, but
rule.
if you're signed to a team, the team gives you the right to pursue a head coaching job.
Right.
Like it ain't automatic because you're still signed to the team. They allow you to do that. What I'm saying is, if you got a young offensive coordinator that's doing a good job, you can give him a nice fat ass raise to where he don't want to leave.
Well, Philip, if you the GM, you want to hold a person back from pursuing another job?
How's that holding him back if you trying to win another championship and he want to be here?
Okay, you just said that contract. They still under contract, and some teams, let them, pursue a head coaching
Right.
job. So you a
I'm
GM, would
gonna
you hold
if
someone
I'm a
back?
GM, I'm is the way you word it. You making it seem like I'm holding him back. I'm going to offer him some more money to stay with us. Yes, he can turn it down and say, "Oh no, I'd rather if it's up to you, can I go try to become a head coach?" Then I'll say, "Yeah, that's not holding him back." But what I'm saying is offer him more money to stay.
But how much money are you going to be offering this coordinator who has a chance at a head coaching job?
Whatever the top coordinators are getting. If he did a good job and we won a championship with him, I'm going to pay him like one of the top coordinators get paid
But
if he
that's
want that job.
that's still not the same as a head coaching job, though, money wise.
What I'm saying is, if the top coordinators are making a certain amount of money, and you got a young guy like last year, we won a championship. And if I'm
Hmm.
offering him a lot of money that's becoming one of the top paid, it's on him if he want to take it or not. I'm not holding him back. Holding him back is saying no, you can't pursue another team for a head coaching job, and you're still signed. So that's tough luck. That's holding him back. I didn't say I would do that. I say I will offer him the top offensive coordinator money, and then if he wanted, then I got him. If he don't want it, then I'll let him go and see what he can do out there
Okay, real quick. You against renegotiating contracts, right?
for players. Yes,
But but this coach is
and
already
and
under
and and,
contract.
and,
You
it,
want
and
to
it's
give him
not
more money? That's
and it's
renegotiating your
not and it's
contract.
not it's not that. What I'm saying is I don't have a problem renegotiating contracts. Is how fast that turnaround happened though.
Hmm.
So like T.O.'s situation was 1 year later after he got his big signing bonus. Then he wanted a raise because everybody around the league was getting raised. That's a big turnaround. No, I'm not doing that. But if I got a rookie or a second year player, he's playing like one of the top players in the league, then of course I would give him some more money to make him to say thank you for playing above and beyond your, you know what I mean? Some of these teams, they'll have a rookie and they say, well, we got him for the next 5 years, and then they won't pay him until that last year so they don't lose him. I wouldn't do that. If he played real good his first 2 years, then I would just make him one of the best because he's playing like he's one of the best. That's
Hmm.
not the same. You the only one laughing.
Well, anything else you want to
No.
add? All right, then we'll be back. We'll be back at halftime.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right, we at halftime. The Eagles is up 14-6. Here's some stats on the Eagle side. Jalen Hurts, 9 for 11, 86 yards, one touchdown, sacked three times. That's too many. Rushing, we have Saquon Barkley, 8 carries for 30 yards. Receiving, we got A.J. Brown, one reception, 37 yards, and a touchdown with just two targets. We have Devontae Smith, four receptions for 31 yards. On the Viking side, we have Carson Wentz, 11 for 19. 19 is too many for Carson Wentz to be throwing in one half. 11 for 19, 162 yards, two interceptions, no sacks. Rushing, we have Jordan Mason, 7 carries for 16 yards. Receiving, we have Justin Jefferson, three receptions, 68 yards. And Jordan Addison, two receptions for 40 yards. Here we go again with this third down. Let me see if they have it on here. Would they have this on here with third stat? I don't see it, but here we go with this third down. For some unknown reason, the Eagles cannot get past having a third down. It's got. Was you looking for it?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. What was your thoughts?
No, I was gonna say every time, and AJ got more than two targets too. They probably got it wrong. I think he got three because I think he caught two passes and he dropped one.
Mm-hmm.
But is our offensive coordinator. We look aggressive when the score is nothing nothing. We go up with a lead and then you get lazy and start calling bullshit again. It's like, damn, you got a lead, put the fucking pedal to the metal and let's run the score up on them while we got them all fucking flustered. But you let Carson Wentz get his sense back, sitting up there. He was all flustered, throwing dumbass passes. Now he's back to normal. Like you got to put pressure on these guys and run the score up on them so they can't run it no more and they only can pass.
Well, here we go. The Eagles is 0-5 and third down. I know it was bad. 0-5. All you got to do is just wait till the Eagles get third down because they're not going to get a first down. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so it is what it is. I said we need to do different type of run plays, and they was doing it, but then we still got stupid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, stick what was working and act like you don't have the lead and just run a score up on them. Call smart plays to go for a touchdown. Not every time we get a lead, now let's build some bullshit ass short yardage and punt and let our defense carry us. No, our defense did enough work. It's time for the offense to start stepping up.
Right.
And Jalen got to get rid of that ball quicker too. Even though the line is real shaky, sometimes he got the ball and he see the pressure collapse. Either throw it or run, and he still hold it and take the sack.
And that's another thing. That's another thing that all teams have to do. Well, look, all we got to do is blitz them. For some reason, they can't stop it.
Yeah, is our line. Monato's playing like shit this year, and so is Tooth. Even though Tooth is a backup, every time he come in, they know he in. He get blowed on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going on with the line, but it's real shaky.
Right.
I think last week or the week before was Lane Johnson getting beat, and that's unheard of for Lane Johnson. And now it's fucking Mulata and this Tooth dude.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you expect to see in the second half?
The offensive coordinator is the clown, so pretty much the same thing. I want us to start running the ball and get a backup running back some carries. If Saquon can't do it, mix it up. We got two other good running backs on this team. Let them get a couple touches.
Mm-hmm.
Take a couple, and
I'm
one other
sorry.
thing, just take a couple more shots down the field.
Right. Like you said, want more carries and more shots down the field, like you said. And like you were saying about Jalen, stop holding the football like that.
Right. If the
It
pocket collapse, just get rid of the damn ball. Run or
oh,
get rid of it.
right, right. So off topic, shout out to Bryce Young, playing good so far. And everybody wanted to bench him and was calling him a bust and shit.
But you know how they do us. You go to the worst team that got no protection, and then they expect you to turn the franchise around in 2 years.
Right. And then they was talking about how small he is and all that stuff because all the quarterbacks are 6'5" and all that shit. And he's small and skinny and oh, he can't really throw in the NFL with these offensive linemen. Okay, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Well, all right then. We'll be back at the post game. I'll see if I can ask some people to join us. I doubt it, but I'll ask.
All right.
All right.
Eagles!
All right, we back. It's the end of the game. The Eagles won 28-22. Here's some stats. On the Eagles side, we got Jalen Hurts, 19 for 23, 326 yards, three touchdowns from a guy who can't throw a pass. Rushing, we got Saquon Barkley, 18 carries for 44 yards. Some of those carries didn't matter. They was like junk carries. I say what about the last two or three that he lost yardage on.
Yeah, something probably even more than that. Probably like the last 4, 5.
Receiving, we have Devontae Smith, 9 receptions, 183 yards, one touchdown, and AJ Brown, 4 receptions, 121 yards, two touchdowns. On the Vikings side, we have Carson Wentz, 26 for 42. 42 is way too much for him. 313 yards, two interceptions, and sacked twice. So they finally got some sacks on the Eagles. We got Jordan Mason, 15 carries, 57 yards, one touchdown. Receiving, we got Jordan Addison, 9 receptions, 128 yards. And we have Justin Jefferson, 5 receptions for 79 yards. Now, what are your thoughts on this game?
Uh, good game by the offense. Defense looked like shit. Like I said, Adoree Jackson and what's the other guy name?
Makuba?
No, number 7 and number 8. That's what I call them.
Uh-huh.
One got hurt and then the other one came in and it was the same shit. Like those guys just get cooked every game, and it's like our defense not adjusting to it. Now that N'Kobe Dean only played a few snacks, but he had 5 tackles, and one was a tackle for loss. How come he don't we don't run like a 4-3 and just let him play majority of the downs? Now I can understand like if you want to take him out on the passing down, but other than that, let him play the downs.
Hmm.
Ain't shit going on. It seems like these linebackers, they're solid at tackling, but when a quarterback breaks the line to run, they know where to be seen.
Yeah. Uh, Also the Eagles was 3 for 10 in third downs,
Mm-hmm.
so they only had completed three third downs in the second half. Get that together.
Well, that's because when we got that lead, we did what 3 straight downs of like 3 and out,
Yes.
and that's what I mean. Like, stop sitting on a lead like that. When the game is like that, fucking blow these teams out. If they Carson Wentz was rattled the first half, and we let him get his composure back and start busting our ass again.
Hmm. For the Vikings, if Carson Wentz is back there, you got to start running the football. You can't have him throwing the football that much. 42 is way too much for a guy like him because he'll get you in trouble. He'll try to do too much and throw an interception, which he did today.
Mm-hmm. I think our play calling was a lot better when it came to the pass plays. We
Yes.
still got to get the running together, but at least we did try to do some pitches and some sweeps, like I was
Right.
asking for, instead of the
Right.
same old handoff up the middle. But Patullo did a good job calling plays and shit because we were asking for like throw the damn ball down the field. Anytime there's a one-on-one coverage with AJ, just throw it his way and let him make something happen with it.
Hmm. And Jalen is good at throwing the ball long.
Right, and we've been
So,
saying that since last year. Like he's one, they always keep saying how he can't throw, but he's one of the best at throwing a long ball. How is that
right.
possible when you saying he can't throw?
Hmm. So yeah, good game on a passing Eagles front. Like you said, the rushing got to get it together, and it's not no. Don't try to blame our running backs either, because people are good at doing that. Well, Saquon ain't the same as he was last year.
Yeah, is the line. One of the stats that they Tom Brady was talking about that there was only one running back ahead of Saquon Barkley and getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage this year. I think it was like meeting contact behind the line of scrimmage, and that was the rookie for the Raiders. So that
Yeah.
tell you right there with the line ain't doing shit. And if you look
Hmm.
at it, it's always Tooth getting beat. What's the other dude name? Oh shit, I just had his name. The guy that got that holding when Saquon finally broke one.
Yeah.
I forget his name. But that's
Hmm.
what I mean. Like these guys are not the same guys. These are a lot of backups playing. Maybe the starters are still banged up a little bit, and that's why these other guys are getting a lot of tick.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to open up the running game. But as long as they get you can't be shitty on run blocking and pass blocking. So at least they did do a better job at pass blocking to give AJ some time to throw it.
Hmm. So anything else you want to talk about this game?
Nope. Good game. Game ball to Jalen Hurts.
All right, next week the Eagles going against the New York Giants. Is the same thing gonna happen as it did last week, or?
Well, we got a little bit more film on Dart. You know what I mean? We saw how he fucking bust our ass last time, so we kind of know what he likes to do. So we should be able to fucking beat their ass. It's funny that we talk about we should be able to beat the Giants now. You know what I mean? The fucking Giants, fucking one of the worst teams in football, but then they fucking balling. So we'll
Right,
see.
right.
And the division games always been tough. Even when the teams are playing bad, a lot of those teams they get up for the division games. So we'll see. We should be able to beat them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. You can reach us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at pnljudgementals, Instagram at the two underscores judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.